Good afternoon, welcome to Yes Chef's Cooks Fresh, and today I'm going to be doing the chicken dish that I did for you a couple of weeks ago. That was the cheapest bog standard chicken I could actually buy in Morrison's, which was just shy of £5. I think it was about £4.90 or something like that. To be truthful with you, even though it's probably one of the cheapest things you can buy in the supermarket today to feed a family of 3 or 4, it wasn't that good. The actual sauce that I made it with, which is basically it's a bit like a bonne femme. If chefy people are watching this, will know that it's mushrooms, cream, white wine sauce. But today I bought a better one. So this is the chicken I've got. I've already broken it down and made the chicken stock with the bones. So this is a corn-fed chicken, which a week ago was actually about £8, about £7 to £8. But this one, a little bit bigger than I'd like, has gone up to about £9.50. But it looks better, the skin's drier, there's a little bit of colour going on there from the corn, so it should cook better, should eat better. Anyway, I'll let you know. So as before, I'm going to cook this chicken in a sauté pan, not too hot, not too cold. In it goes. And don't overcrowd the pan. I think it's quite important. You want to get some colour, but not, it's golden brown that you're looking for. So I'm not going to cook it all because I'm doing this vegetable. I don't want to cram too much in. But fill it and let it cook. I'll use those two other bits for something else. I would cook them normally. So they're in the pan and they're just cooking gently, okay? Not too hot, not too cold. At this stage, I'm going to give it a little bit of salt, and please use quality salt. This is a French salt from Normandy, which is beautiful. It's a bit rustic, but very nice. And then obviously a little bit of black pepper. Let this cook nice and gently. While that's cooking, I'll just show you the ingredients I've got. So I've got some mushrooms, and yeah, I'm a promoter of Morrison's. I love Morrison's. So these white mushrooms, these butter mushrooms I bought, which were 90p. 1 onion, small, a little bit of just cheap white wine. I can't remember how much I paid for that, or even where I bought it. But a little bit, and then a little bit of cream. Equal proportions. So I've got 125, 125, and then I am going to add some chicken stock, which is in this pot. And there is a lot of it, but I will make a soup from that afterwards. So now the chicken is just getting a little bit of colour. I'm just going to turn that over. And it's going to need 10-15 minutes. You could take this out and make the sauce and then pop it back in. But that's got a nice little bit of colour. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit and then season it again. So talking about seasoning, you want to season your food at the beginning, the middle and at the end. That's what I'm doing now. We're down to the middle. Not much. Actually, I've got an empty peppermint there. That. There we go. Like that. We've got another one. A little bit of pepper, and at this stage you want to start adding any other how much it turns. I'm just going to add a small bay. I only have a bunch of bay leaves in my kitchen. I take this in the garden, and a little bit of thyme. This is dried thyme, but it was bought fresh, and it's just ended up going dry. So at this stage we'll still carry on cooking it. You turn it up a little bit. You don't want to hear too much noise. If it's too much noise, it's just cooking too quick. So I'm just going to move the chicken to one side. Create a little bit of space for my onions. I'm going to put a little knob of butter. Only about 10 grams. On the bottom there. As that melts. You can put the onions in there. There's just one bog standard onion. It's actually not bog standard actually. As you know, I only buy Indian onions. I think they're worth spending an extra couple of quid. And plus I don't abuse them. I use them very well. That's one small Indian onion. And we're just going to let that cook a little bit. And then we can put the wine on and the stock when that's just come to the boil. Always tidy up as you go. No mess here. I know you might think I'm professional, but I'm just going to chop up this parsley while I'm waiting. This will be just to finish it off. It doesn't have to be too fine. And any bits left over, just put them in the stock pot. I didn't buy this. I have a windowsill with some herbs on, so I need a bit of herbs and spice with it, or just herbs. Right, so this is cooking now. The onions. Give it a little shake. Looking lovely. And so now I'm going to add the wine. It's just about 120 ml. And at this stage you want to reduce it down by at least half. All depends on how quality your wine is. As I said, this is bog standard stuff, but drinkable. And always have a glass of wine when you're cooking. Just because you're in the kitchen while everybody's waiting for you to cook their lunch or dinner doesn't mean you can have a glass of wine. Don't have to have a glass of wine and enjoy yourself. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it is really bog standard stuff. Right, so that's just come up to the boil. It's reducing down nicely. And I'm going to add some of this chicken stock. You can tell that it's a good chicken because if you look closely at the stock, you can just see the fat on the right hand side there. It's yellow, which means that's the fat coming out of this lovely chicken. Well, it was shy on £10, is going to be quality. And I've not put any salt or pepper or vegetables in there, but I will make a chicken soup with this. Look at the chicken stock. You don't need too much. And then let that chicken stock carry on cooking. 20 minutes, half an hour, that'd be lovely. And one day, as I said, I will make a chicken soup one day using a chicken stock similar to that. Right, so let's have a look at that. It's boiling away beautifully. The chicken's still got some great colour on it. And it's got some space for the mushrooms. So I'm going to put the mushrooms in there now on the top. And at this stage I'm going to put a lid. I don't want to fry them, they're going to steam in there. So I'll just pop the lid on there and keep that cooking that now for sort of 5 minutes before I add the cream. So we'll just come back to this now. So it's reduced down a little bit. I've added the chicken stock. I'm just going to have a little taste at this stage. I can taste everything, it's beautiful. I can taste that the chicken is the chicken broth. It's like a lovely chicken and mushroom soup. So now I'm going to add some cream. And again, remember it was 200, 200 and 200. You don't want it too creamy. Get that cream in there. Bring it back to the boil. And then again, at this stage, you can taste it again. But remember, it's going to reduce down and it's going to get saltier. So think about that as you're cooking. So already it looks beautiful. Taste that again. That's really nice. So I'm just going to simmer that down a little bit and just finish off it cooking. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley. It will make it beautiful. And you know what? In sort of 10-15 minutes when this is ready, you can serve that with a nice bit of plain boiled rice or pilaf, rice pilaf. And it'd be a beautiful, lovely little supper for midweek. But as you can see, I'm just going to turn that down now, stop it boiling. I'm going to put a lid on and let that finish cooking. Right, so at this stage, the chicken should be ready. It's reduced down quite nicely. I've got a little bit of parsley going on there, so it looks lovely. And as I said, the best thing to serve with this is a little bit of steamed rice or pilaf rice. 3 bits of chicken per person, lovely. So I would have cooked all the other bits, but I'm doing a video. And as you can see, the beautiful mushrooms, lovely little bit of sauce there, and if that soaks up into the rice, it'll be absolutely beautiful. And if I was having that for my dinner tonight, I'd be very, very happy. So if you like this video, please press like, or if you want to, you can follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Yes Chef Cook Fresh. And any questions, you can also send some messages to me. And thank you very much for watching. Good night.